I'm about to board an 11-hour overnight ferry from Helsinki to the Åland Islands in Finland. The catch is that I get there at 4:30 tomorrow morning. This is the ferry that I'm getting on, the Viking Line Cinderella. And I can see people are already boarding. Normally I get to ferry terminals so early because they don't usually start boarding until about half an hour before. But it's 4:10, we're leaving at 5:15 and it seems to be boarding already. So I better go check in and get on it, hadn't I? Yesterday I took a ferry from Stockholm to Helsinki. The video of that is up already if you want to see it. I did that with Silja Line, so different ferry company, and I'm going to compare the two. They boarded about an hour and a half early as well, and I really appreciate this. I take ferries all over Europe, around the Mediterranean, from the UK, and they usually board so late. It's so nice to actually be able to get on and get comfy before the ferry is about to leave. But the only catch is it does make me feel like I'm running a bit late, but it's all right, I've still got loads of time. They said that you need to check in at least half an hour before it departs, and I've got over an hour. I'm usually such an early person, so actually like being bang on time shocks me. Now, I need to be really careful with this. So I arrive in Mariehamn at 4:30 tomorrow morning, but the ship goes on to Stockholm. So I need to not sleep through. There we go, that's me. It's a nice shiny terminal. I like it. So I have a ticket here for my cabin. And I also have a coupon here for the dinner buffet. I am also booked into the spa. I don't seem to have a coupon for that, so hopefully they've got my name. And interestingly, I was just asked for my passport. So even though you don't need to show your passport to leave Sweden or go to Finland, get into Finland, you do need it to get to the Åland Islands. I mean, it's more of an ID check. If you're in the EU, they'll accept the EU citizen card, I'm sure. But obviously, if you're unfortunately not part of the EU anymore, then you will need your passport as your form of official ID. This is different. So much room for activities. But no bed. No, there is a bed. The bed's, have not been pulled down yet. I guess I'll sleep here. That's good. And I guess I will take a pillow from here. And then how do I do this? There we go. All right, bed made up. That's good. So I'm going to need to sit down and have a bite to eat, but we'll just do a quick room tour. So we've got the bed, which is, pretty comfy. That would definitely do nicely for night sleep. Half a night's sleep maybe. This can obviously sleep 4 people, which would definitely be cosy, but it is quite spacious, and especially just for me, it's definitely spacious enough. We've got lights, various lights, switches. Where do we have a plug? Got these shelves, got a big mirror here. Plug here, that might be the only plug. A little bit dated, but it's all right, it's all right. And then we've got bathroom, shower there. Yeah, all you need from your bathroom, really. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I've never been this low on a ferry before. I'm on the 2nd level, and I think I'm actually below some of the car decks, which is pretty wild. I don't know if this is the area of people who get off at Mariehamn, maybe? Right, I was in my cabin, then I felt it start to move, so let's head up to the deck and watch Helsinki slip away. I fear I'm not well dressed enough to be at sea. The mist just rolled in. It's weird, the mist has rolled in the space of the last hour. So I'm here wearing a crop top. Feeling very underdressed. Yeah, I had a really nice view of Helsinki Cathedral, Ferris wheel as I was coming in from Silja earlier. Can't see anything now. It's quite atmospheric though. So yeah, there's Helsinki. Short but sweet Helsinki. Second time I've been here in the last 6 months, so I'm sure I'll be back at some point. So the bar is open, despite the mist and the wind. Lots of people are sitting out. You can get a shot and beer for €9. Some of the prices, you can get a Viking Line IPA for €6.50 or a small bottle of white wine for €7.50. Cheaper than they were on the Silja Line yesterday. And this is Suomenlinna, which I was at just earlier. There's loads of islands. It's not quite the Stockholm archipelago, but there's still quite a few. Onwards into the mist, I guess. But I am too cold now, so I'm going to go in. The sun is kind of trying to break through. So let's have a little look at the ship map and see where we've got to explore. Sun Deck Summer Bar is where I've just been. Not so much the sun deck today, more the mist deck. Here we've got mainly cabins and the winter garden. Wonder what that is. Then cabins mainly, although the nightclub. There's a 3-story nightclub here, but these are all cabins and conference facilities. Then the next one we've got the Viking Buffet, a bit more dining and more nightclub. Got a sea view dining, wine bar and a casino. And then here we've got the shopping deck with a lounge, tax-free shopping, sleeper cabins. This is all sleeper cabins other than the spa, which is at the front of the ship, which I'm going to later. More cabins. And then we've got 2 lots of parking, and then finally here we've got the deck I'm sleeping on. I see the winter garden in front of me. Winter garden. I guess it's when you can't go on the deck in the winter, you come here instead, as it is summer. It is summer, Finnish summer. Then I guess people are outside instead of here. And this way is all the captain's deck. So let's go down and investigate this nightclub. I wonder if some people get on this ship, go to the nightclub, don't leave the nightclub, and then go straight to Mariehamn. Not actually sure if you can access the nightclub from here. You might need to go down and then back up. These are the conference facilities, and I think down there there's just more cabins. And there's life here. Deck 8, the deck of food, I believe. So here we've got Ocean Grill, serving starters, mains. So we've got the starters are like €15. Vegan pork belly burger, €19.50. And then grill was about €28. We've got the Bottega Prosecco bar here. It's quite fancy, doesn't it? They do some Italian-inspired food here as well. Expensive though, €7 for olives. €16.50 for a margherita pizza, which is like a small pizza. That's the antipasti you get for €23. It's quite a lot, isn't it? Right, I think I may have found the 3-level nightclub. I'm not sure about this cracked glass look they've got going on here. So I'm guessing later on in the journey they will have entertainment here. And there's also this little secret Bacardi bar. Weird weather. It feels quite warm. The sun feels quite warm, but the wind is cold and the mist is enveloping. Then we've got a few games machines. So this is the official entry to the nightclub, which right now isn't really a nightclub. And it does say 18 plus from 11 p.m. So I wonder what happens then. And what have we got on the cruise programme? Got quite a lot of live music. We've got a quiz in the club. We've got a welcome party. And then there is a band on later. There's not much going on here at the moment. If I'm awake at later tonight, I will pop in and see what it's like. Right now, it seems that Everyone is in the Prosecco bar. This is very nice. And then this is the buffet, which I think is where I'm booked in later. I will show you in there a little bit later on. Right, let's go down another deck to deck 7. I'm also heading there later. So this is the shopping and information deck. In fact, I'd better check with them about arriving in Mariehamn. Hi! I was just looking for information about Mariehamn. So I'm getting off the ferry there. How long does it stay in Mariehamn for?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay.
So you have to be.
So what?
This is the real arrival time.
Yeah.
Be at least 10 minutes before.
Okay.
And it will be that door.
So I have to come here?
Yes.
Okay.
10 past.
At 10 past. Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you. There's also a pub here, the Admiral Hornblower's pub. The atmosphere is truly British, which is also reflected in the beer and whiskey selection. Yeah, let's see what they're going for here. Traditional British pub on board a Finnish ship. I don't know that many British pubs these days that have so many of these stained glass windows, but the floor's even a bit sticky, like Wetherspoons. And they've got British football on the TV. We've got tax-free shopping here. I'll have a quick look around, but I'm guessing probably be similar to the Silja Line, which I was on yesterday. If you want to see that video, it should already be live. Be a link to it in the description or click in the corner. $79.95, $143.95. Yeah. Oh, special price. Save €30 on these boxes. I don't think ferries are really known for their very affordable clothes, but I guess it passes the time. €9.50 for a pair of socks. It's quite a lot, isn't it? The only thing I'd really be tempted to buy, if it was cheaper, is some nice makeup. Not because I buy that much makeup, but just because I've been trying to buy better pieces of what I do wear. Don't really need anything. That's actually quite a good price. €31.50. Wine at a range of different prices. €13.95, €7.40 for some Casillero del Diablo, which is probably slightly cheaper than you pay for it in the shop. German Sauvignon Blanc is generally quite good. €10.95. So yeah, definitely not too bad. Bacardi Breezes, the taste of my childhood. By childhood I mean 15 years plus, obviously. And then we've got spirits here. $24.95 for Bombay, $28.95 for infused Bombay, $41.95 for a litre, that must be, of Tanqueray. That is quite a lot. Bottle of Aperol, $23.95. Yeah, I think it's all a little bit cheaper, but not enormously. But it may well be cheaper for Finnish/Swedish prices. It has actually got here a special price, €18, and then the price that you'd pay in Finland, which is €18 apparently. And it's the best value on the Baltic Sea. Yeah, I'm never sure what I make of duty free, because I feel like it's maybe tax free, but the prices are higher. All right, I've got about half an hour until my dinner reservation, so I thought I'd just come down and have some water. Very parched, and just chill for 20 minutes or so, then head up and have my dinner. Now I actually only have half an hour, so I'm gonna have to start loading on a plate now. See what we've got. Really, I probably should have done starters and then mains, but we've got quite the assortment here. Fried broccoli, carrots and pesto, semi-dried tomatoes, gochujang, courgette, avocado, white asparagus, some artichoke, dried chickpeas and sesame seeds, and then we've got some mains kind of underneath this. This is some sort of mushroom salad. This is mozzarella in truffle yogurt. There's a lot going on here. Mashed potato, obviously. Let's dig in, I guess. I'm going to try and eat the cold stuff first, so this is the pesto carrot, semi-dried tomatoes, zingy, and this was the gochujang zucchini. Right, I'm on to the second layer, which is tomatoes and tofu, mashed potato, kind of dauphinoise kind of potatoes there, more tofu. I've got some asparagus hiding away there, and still a few more starters mixed in. As well as all you can eat, you do also get all you can drink, which includes wine and beer. Not the best wine I've ever had. I like my wine ice cold, and it would be good with a few ice cubes in, actually. Desserts here. Got chocolate ice cream, marshmallows, Smarties, or an equivalent of Smarties, meringue pieces, and licorice. And I thought I'd try the rosé. Rosé is actually quite nice. If it was a few degrees colder, that would be lovely. Right, I managed to kind of start a main combo and dessert in 33 minutes. I've just got to give my table back, but I don't think they'll kick me out of the room, so let me show you around the buffet quickly. Being a Nordic buffet, it was no surprise that there was lots of seafood, but I was really impressed with the veggie options as well. I found they all tasted really fresh, and there was a huge variety with plenty of vegetables, which is very important to me. There was also plenty of meat options as well. The desserts were really tasty. There was a fairly big selection, and there was even a cheese table. So I actually booked my buffet when I reserved my ferry tickets, and it cost me €40, which I did think was a bit expensive, but everyone told me on my last video that it was kind of a must-do. And when you consider that you do get alcohol included, it's not too bad, but then if you're like me and don't actually drink that much, then obviously you do still end up paying the full price. Livened up a little bit in here, but it's not 11 p.m. yet. It must be such a weird time being on here between the hours of 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. because if they're saying adults only from 11, then it must be open for a few more hours after that. And then from sort of 3:30, everyone's going to be getting up who's getting off in Ireland. Right, I need to head back downstairs to get ready for the spa. I just noticed as well in this restaurant there's some very fancily dressed people who just walked into the buffet, and they are part of a show that's happening tonight. They came and said everyone must visit. So there's something going on tonight. They look like Julius Caesar crossed with an angel. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Right, I am all ready for my spa session. There's no one in here right now, so I just wanted to very quickly. This is the spa on a ship, and this is the ocean, which actually is looking a bit brighter now. So I'm going to put my phone away because it's hot in here and relax and enjoy it. Okay, that spa was phenomenal. Oh, I feel so zen now. I was only going to stay in there for an hour and then I just could not leave. So it's like gone 10:30 now and I have to be up in like 5.5 hours. So I'm not going to get very much sleep tonight. I also am on Swedish time, I guess, which is 1 hour behind Finnish time. So it's going to feel like I'm waking up at 3 in the morning. Ooh, I'm basically all packed. Literally all I'm going to do in the morning is get up, get changed. I've got my clothes there, and just grab my things off charge and make sure I don't forget my swimming costume and leave. So yeah, I guess now I better go to sleep because we dock at 4:25 in the morning and we have 2 minutes on shore apparently. So I've literally got to be there and get off, and then if I don't, then the ship is going to Stockholm with me on it. I probably will be all right waking up at 4, given that all I'm doing is getting changed and going upstairs. So I'm going to set an alarm for 4 in the morning, which is in literally like 5 hours time. And hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep and not feel too tired tomorrow. So I guess I'll check back in the morning. Good night. Oh. It's 5 to 4 in the morning. I think we're pretty much there. So I need to get changed and get ready to go. Right, I think I'm ready. It's going to be quite a sleepy start to the day. Right. I went up to deck 7 and 10 minutes later got off in Åland, which I know how to say that now, by the way. Here's a budget breakdown of everything I spent. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I'll see you next time when I will be exploring the glorious islands of Åland.